Hello everyone! This is me again, Teacher Nazy. This is Grade 3 Math video lesson for Week 3, Day 2. We are having Part 1 of our lesson. Our new topic is about addition to 100,000. Now let's have a review about what addition means. Addition means taking two or more numbers and adding them together. It also means to find the sum or total of two numbers. Now when learning addition, it's also important that you know the parts of an addition sentence. So let's take a look at this example. For this addition sentence, we read it as 7 plus 4 equals 11. The two numbers 7 and 4 are called addends, and the number 11 is called sum. Addends are the two numbers being added together, and the sum or total is the answer in addition. Now let's take a look at some of the addition keywords that we can use whenever we have to answer addition word problems. These are the examples of addition keywords. The first one is total, and then the next one, join. We have both, increase, altogether, combined, sum, plus, in all, and add. Here are more examples of keywords for problem solving with addition. We have add, added to, all, in all, altogether, both, combined, extra, increased by, more than, increase, plus, sum, together, total, and total of. Try to remember these keywords just in case for the next topics we will be doing problem solving using addition and subtraction. Now before we go on with how to add numbers, let's take a look at the properties of addition. Here we will discuss three properties of addition. The first one is called identity property. The next one is called commutative property. And the last one is associative property. So for the identity property, we call this identity property or also zero property. This states that adding 0 to a number doesn't change a number at all. So let's have an example. 295 plus 0 makes it still 295. Remember that 0 means nothing, so whenever you add it to a number, the number stays the same. The next property is called commutative property of addition. So for the commutative property, this one states that you can change the order of the addends, but the sum will stay the same. So let's have an example. If you have 150 plus 25, the answer is 175. If we change the order or the place of the addends, we will swap 25 and 150 instead of doing the first one, it is 150 plus 25, we will change the place and make it 25 plus 150. The answer is still 175. So the commutative property of addition states that the place of the addends doesn't change the number. And for the last property, we have associative property. This states that you can group addends in different ways, but the sum will stay the same. So if we have a group of addends, example, 100 plus 200. These two numbers or two addends are inside a bracket, which tells us that they are in one group, plus 300. If you add them up, 100 plus 200 plus 300, the answer is 600. Now if we change the group of the addends, we write 100 outside the bracket, and then add 200 and 300 inside the bracket, telling us that they are in one group. The answer is still 600. Again, the associative property tells us that the grouping of the addends doesn't change the sum or the total. Let's take a look at some of the addition strategies that you can use whenever you have to add numbers. You can try to practice them at home. So the first one, we have counting on. Counting on tells you to keep the bigger number in your head and count on. So say for example, you have to add 3 plus 9. Take the bigger number, which is number 9, and from number 9, count on 3 places. So 9, 10, 11, the answer is 12. The next strategy is called doubles addition. This means to add the number to itself. An example, 5 plus 5 equals 10. Another strategy is called add 10. This one is just like adding a 10 stick. So if you have 43 plus 10, the answer is 53. You have 3 more strategies that you can use in adding numbers. The next one is called tens facts. This is trying to give us a review of the pairs of numbers that are always equal to 10. Now these pairs are 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, and 5 and 5. So if you will remember these pairs, you don't have to think for a long time because all of these pairs all add up to 10. The next strategy is called doubles plus 1. In doubles plus 1, you have to double the number, then add 1. So if you remember the previous strategy, doubles addition, so doubles plus 1 is to just add 1 from the doubles. So if you have to answer 6 plus 7, and you know that 6 plus 6 is 12, so you just have to add 1 to 12. So that makes it 13. So the answer for 6 plus 7 equals 13. And the last strategy is to add 10 and take 1. We can use this whenever you have to add 9 to a number. So to add 9, just add 10, then take 1 away. So if you have to find the answer for 37 plus 9, and you know that 37 plus 10 is 47, so you simply have to take away 1 from 47. 47 take away 1 is 46. So the answer for 37 plus 9 equals 46. Again, you can keep on practicing with these addition strategies so you will find it easier to add numbers. Let's take a look at them again. So we have counting on, doubles addition, add 10, tens facts, doubles plus 1, add 10, take 1. Try to find the time to practice with them at home. Also, we can use these addition tables from 1s to 12 whenever you have to add numbers. Now before we go on with how to add numbers, let's have a little practice. We'll have some addition practice before we go on with the step-by-step process of column addition. Here we are going to do doubles addition. This was shown to you before from the addition strategies. So try to think of the answers. For letter A, 1 plus 1 is 2. B, 2 plus 2 is 4. Letter C, 3 plus 3, the answer is 6. Letter D, 4 plus 4 is 8. Letter E, 5 plus 5, the answer is 10. For letter F, 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. Letter G, what is 7 plus 7? The answer is 14. For letter H, 8 plus 8 equals 16. Letter I, 9 plus 9 is 18. Letter J, 10 plus 10 is equal to 20. Letter K, 11 plus 11 equals 22. And for the last doubles, 12 plus 12 equals 24. Again, this is just an easy practice to help you whenever you have to add numbers. So for doubles addition, you can practice with this addition chart. This is showing you doubles from 1 plus 1 until 25 plus 25. Try to find the time to practice at home. Now this time, let's try to do doubles plus 1. Again, doubles plus 1 was shown to you a while ago with the addition strategies. Doubles plus 1, think of the doubles and then simply add 1. Letter A, 7 plus 8 is the same as saying 7 plus 7 and then add 1. The answer is 15. Letter B, 10 plus 11 equals 21. 3 plus 4 is 7. 5 plus 6, the answer is 11. 11 plus 12, the answer is 23. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Next one, 9 plus 10, the answer is 19. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 6 plus 7, the answer is 13. We have 12 plus 13, the answer is 25. 4 plus 5, the answer is 9. And the last one, 8 plus 9, the answer is 17. And let's have one more practice. Try to answer this. Let's have a few more numbers. 15 plus 3, the answer is 18. 11 plus 6 equals 17. 12 plus 4 equals 16. 13 plus 7, the answer is 20. 18 plus 3, the answer is 21. 12 plus 7 equals 19. 16 plus 7 equals 23. And the last one, 19 plus 3, the answer is 22. So this is where we end part 1 of our lesson for week 3, day 2. Now I recommend that you watch the next video. This is from Math Antics and it's about how to do multi-digit addition. After that video, we will continue with part 2 of our lesson.